Thank you. What are geographic health disparities? I hope that by the end of my talk today, you'll have a better understanding of what they are, but more importantly, why they matter. This is a map of malaria deaths, a global map of malaria deaths in 2017. As you can see, a majority of those deaths happen in Africa. But here's the thing, the mosquito that gives you malaria can live all over the world. In fact, at one point it did, even in the US. But why is it that in 2017, 92% of people that died from malaria came from Africa, and 93% of people that get sick from malaria also happen to be in Africa, most of them under the age of 5. All right, that's an example of a global health disparity. Let's move a little bit closer to home. You know this map. This is a US map, and the red colors there represent the high number of people that died from heart disease deaths. It's obvious that a lot of that is happening in the South. But we know what the biological causes of heart disease are, right? That delicious looking burger, maybe a little bit too much Netflix, not enough gym. But as a health geographer, my job is twofold. The first thing is I use health data and census data, population data, to be able to make these maps. But more importantly, I dig a little deeper to figure out why we see these patterns, right? And so from there we can see that the historical context of a place matters. The social context, how much money do you make? How much education do you have? Also matter. And so from there you're able to target the most vulnerable people in a population with health policies and interventions and end up with more healthy people overall. Now, I'm going to take you back out of the US. I work in a country called Kenya in East Africa. Now, the thing is, Kenya is in a very interesting transition right now. We still have issues with malaria and HIV, as is shown here, but our health systems have been focused to deal with those diseases. As we continue to get better and people live longer and we have more economic development, we're now encountering things that you have here in the West. Yes, we have these delicious burgers. We do have KFC and Pizza Hut and Netflix as well. And with that, we also have these diseases like hypertension and diabetes. Unfortunately, our healthcare systems are not built to deal with that yet. So my first thing is to determine what kind of data can I gather to be able to make a map similar to this in Kenya. And then secondly, be able to go in and actually talk to the people where we see these disparities and understand their local contexts and their local barriers. Because more often than not, a lot of their voices are not necessarily heard. So I take two approaches, again. One is to make maps using GIS methods and health data, and second is to actually talk to people and do surveillances on the ground in order to show where these health disparities occur and inform better health policies. Thank you.